Today on Nathan and Landon Do Business, we find a new flim flam. Yeah, that's all I got.
Now, find a new flim flam is fine.
Oh, see, I felt like I was missing like another alliterative word in there, and you just
Yeah.
cracked it for me. We find the new flim flam, and it's fun. Yeah. So, welcome back to the program, everyone. If you're tuning in, whether intentionally or by accident, maybe you fell asleep and the YouTube algorithm recommended this video to you. Well, welcome. Congratulations. You've stumbled across Nathan and Landon Do Business. It's a business podcast with me, Landon, and my friend, professional rodeo rider, Nathan.
What do people do at rodeos?
I don't know.
Professional rodeo clown was all I had, but
Yeah, I had rodeo rider, but so what kind of animals do you ride at the rodeo, Nathan?
I just find like big fat dudes and just jump on their back. So there's a lot of them at the rodeo.
You have your proverbial pick of the litter.
Yeah.
That's terrific. Really, any place can be a rodeo if you're creative enough.
Yeah. If you put your mind to it,
Yeah,
any place is a rodeo.
exactly. Yeah. So that's us. We're Nathan and Landon. We do business. The purpose of this podcast is we're trying new and innovative ways to make money so we can eventually purchase Dan Pena's blimp. And so that's a throwback, eagle-eyed viewers, to a previous episode.
Yeah. Or plan B is to bare knuckle box him for it. So
Yeah, one of those two options. Really, like this podcast started out as a business podcast where we jumpstart new, innovative entrepreneurial ideas. It's rapidly devolving into a Dan Pena fan podcast where we talk about Dan Pena and try to get his blimp.
we assume he has.
Yeah, I know. I started out as us assuming he had a blimp, and now in our minds we have this elaborate lore where he absolutely has a blimp.
Yeah, we know for a fact he has a layer, so we assume blimp goes hand in hand.
Completely. How else is he going to yell down upon his subjects? It's not going to do it from a hot air balloon.
No.
It's Bush League, man.
Yeah, amateurs.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got to be a blimp. That's the only way to strike terror into the hearts of your enemies. So, Nathan, we had a really successful run these last few weeks. We came up with some amazing ideas for public domain film franchises. We pitched them to disgraced former Disney CEO Bob Chapek. We wrote him a really bizarre, threatening email trying to get him to invest in our franchise as a way of getting back at Disney and also securing Dan Pena's blimp. Win-win.
True believers. Check out last week's episode.
Yeah.
Where it uses the word wicked like 5 times throughout the course of the email.
It does. Yeah. Bad news though, Nathan. He did not reply to our truly stunning AI generated email. No response yet.
Yet.
I'm not even 100% positive that it was Bob Chapek's email. I assume it was.
It was a Bob Chapek.
Yeah. Well, we should have put a line at the bottom of the email that says, if you aren't the Disney Bob Chapek, please forward it to someone who knows him or forward it to the real one. I'm sure this happens all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure the Bob Chapeks of the world all have each other's email addresses. So he's probably getting emails from the actual Bob Chapek, like demanding access to the bobchapek@gmail.com address.
Oh, I'm sure he is. When you said Bob Chapeks of the world, I thought of that Smith song, Shoplifters of the World. Bob Chapeks of the world, unite and take over. I'm really sorry I did that.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. That's what happens when, yeah. That's what happens on a Sunday afternoon when I'm thinking about the Smiths and business and Bob Chapeks.
Yeah.
Anyways, all this is a long way of saying over the last 3 weeks or so, we had a really good run, and now we need to find a new flim flam, Nathan. We need to find a new way to make money and get that blimp, that GD blimp.
Yeah, flim flams and other bamboozlements are the only way we know how to do that. So
Exactly. To get that GD blimp. Um, so I come to you today with some ideas for where we can spend our time, our effort, our attention, our creativity to get that blimp money. Um, as usual, it's usually just me fooling around with AI generated imagery, making myself laugh. I have some images in here that are truly disturbing. Would you like to see them?
the more disturbing, the better.
Yes. Well, I'm going to start strong here.
Prepare to
Check
be
this
disturbed,
out.
everyone.
Yeah. This is a trigger warning. You're about to see a weird thing. All right. So I the prompt I gave this here was was a man sitting in a nondescript corporate office surrounded by money and laughing maniacally. So that's what you're seeing here. So
He is
going
definitely maniacal.
yes. Yeah. It's not great. Sorry, I'm having a hard time here with my secondary display. There we go. Everything is looking great now. So I have three ideas.
I wonder what kind of currency the AI thought that he was trying to represent there. That are 8.5 by 11 size piece of currency.
Yeah, they appear to be like folders, like peachy folders or something like that. With I see little wads of green things down there somewhere, but yeah, those are big bills. Maybe they're like old Civil War
Yeah.
currency, the ones that were really big. Yeah, hasn't cracked that yet. But anyways, are you ready for bad idea number one?
Please.
Okay, how about a new sport? I figure that it's a good time to start exploring a new sport because one, all current sports are old and boring. So here's a bit of trivia for you, Nathan. When's the last time a new sport was invented?
Um, just this morning.
Really? Go on.
Now, if I had to guess, I would say it's like one of those what's the Harry Potter sport that the nerds like? Quidditch.
Oh, Quidditch. Yeah.
Yeah. Which they don't even call that anymore. I think they changed it to like quad ball to try to distance themselves from J.K. Rowling. So
Oh, yeah. Because she became a horrible thing that all of us shun and hate.
yeah.
Yeah. What if I told you that the last time a new sport was invented was 300 years ago? Would you believe that?
Uh no.
Good, because it's not true. I attempted to deceive you, but my previous point still stands. All current sports, Quidditch or whatever, like broom ball, whatever it's called now, they're old and boring, and nobody likes them.
Yeah.
So, on my third point, this could be if we invent a new sport, it could be a really great way to get viral content of men getting injured. That always plays really, really well. It seems like the front page of Reddit is a wash of like men getting hurt, and people seem to like it.
Yeah. Men or whatever these faceless monstrosities are that you've put on the screen.
Yeah. Well, the prompt here was I tried to get a picture of someone playing basketball, baseball, football, lacrosse, boxing, tennis, all at the same time. And it gave me three people. It promptly ignored it. I wanted, but looks like this guy is, there's something going on here.
He's got that big beefy arm up front though. So
And he's palming that, looks like he's about to crush that basketball.
yeah.
Yeah. So these men are, they are about to be hurt. It's inevitable. Also, it looks like the number on his jersey is 177, which is just terrific.
Yeah, whatever the sport is, we need to have 3-digit numbers for everyone. So
I agree. Yeah. Also, I was thinking like this could be a good opportunity for us to design some fun new costumes, like some fun new uniforms. So this could be a win-win-win thing where we can get good content of men hurting themselves and make them ridiculous outfits.
that's true.
Yeah. Also, good opportunity for us to make a potentially offensive mascot. That could be great.
Who are some minorities we can pick on?
How can we make gritty even more disturbing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this is my first idea. New sport. What do you think, Nathan?
Is there any interest in brainstorming ways to improve an old sport, or do you want to go out of whole
Ooh,
cloth?
I can go either way. We can either optimize a current sport or invent an entirely new sport. Either way, I'm good. The most important thing though is we make some of that good sports money. That good sports money to get that good blimp money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do a bit of both. I could dig that.
I was just thinking if we have a new sport, then we have to like get people excited about it and find athletes or the athlete equivalents in the case of Quidditch.
Yes.
But if it's an existing sport, there's some sort of governing body probably that we could appeal to
Hmm.
and
That's a great
harass with
That's a
AI.
great point. Yeah. You know that, and also it's like if we're optimizing a current sport, one, if like people aren't able to make the cut of like the professional A grade league, we could be right there to snatch them up on the rebound and say, hey, how would you like to play baseball too?
It's like the XFL where they try to mix things up a little bit
Yeah. Yeah.
and fail miserably. But like they made that blimp money before they failed.
Oh, completely. Vince McMahon went right to the money bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to optimize a sport. That could be a lot of fun. Let's think about that. But first, let's not get too married to that idea because you might fall in love with my next idea, which is life coaches. So, Nathan, I gave AI a prompt to illustrate me and you, and this is what it came back with. This
It's
is the
very
best I could
close on the
get.
beards.
Yeah.
We both already started on the beard, but we just need to lean into it a little bit more.
Yeah. We need to get a little bit older, grow our beards a little bit longer. But yeah, this is us dispensing life coach advice. This could be a really good thing for us for a few reasons. One, society seems more confused, irate, and violent than normal lately. So
Yes, it
there's a
does.
need. Yeah. People are a little bit testy, so they could use some life coach advice from you and I. Second, we have really great ideas. you know, why not?
Yeah, as we've proven time and time again, we are full of great ideas.
Yeah, yeah. Any minute we're gonna get that blimp. Um, Three, people much dumber than you and I have been paid to dispense advice. Dr.
That's
Laura.
that's very true.
Yeah, exactly. People could do way worse than hiring us as life coaches.
I'll call you Dr. Landon.
Oh, I like that. I'm going to call you Lieutenant Colonel Nathan.
I prefer Major General Nathan.
Oh, goodness. Sorry, there was an altercation outside my home. I'm not going to edit that out because I don't care. Okay, Major General
Smash
Nathan.
that dislike button if you want to see more of that.
Smash that dislike button if you like my lack of editing. Uh, Also, the most appealing part of this racket is you wouldn't have to do any actual work to get paid. We can just get online, talk a bunch of nonsense, make people feel good, speaking platitudes, rip off Brene Brown, and easy street,
I like that angle a lot.
right?
That's pretty flim flammy.
I feel like this kind of line of business, anyways, it's like everyone knows it's a flim flam, but everyone doesn't anyways. So it's like we can just be hiding in plain sight, scamming people, which
Yeah.
is terrific. Also, it's funny that this aims to be a business podcast that we're doing right now, but more often than not, it's crimes we're exploring.
Yeah.
How can we exploit people? Yeah, so this is my case for you and I being life coaches. What do you think?
I think it's a natural next step beyond coaching business people like we are currently doing to moving on
Yeah,
to any other idiots that want to pay us money. So
we can expand our services. Yeah, it's not just business. We can do anything. You're trying to ask your crush out on a date, call Nathan and Landon, and they'll make fun of you for 45 minutes
yeah.
and then send you a hefty invoice. Perfect. Okay. So I think there's some fertile terrain here. But I think my next one is a little controversial, but I also think it's a need that really hasn't been talked about or addressed at all. So I think there's some fertile terrain here. The word disruption is thrown around a lot these days, Nathan. But I feel like there's a lot of disruption happening here that we could really capitalize on. So check this out. Social media bodyguards.
Ooh.
So again, this is an AI generation of you and I as bodyguards. I'm not sure which is which.
I'll dye my beard red and gain 100 pounds.
Perfect. It almost looks like we're beefy realtors standing back to back.
Yeah.
I'll sell your house.
You have to get some sort of watermelon whale tattoo. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be.
Yeah. And something weird's going on with my right eye there. It appears to be a glass eye of sorts.
Lean into that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll be right back. I'm going to the marina to get fitted with a glass eye. See you later, regular eye. Um,
Burn
so
in hell, regular eye.
that'd be a great thing to print onto a t-shirt. Burn in hell, regular eye. Anyways, kids these days, Nathan, seem to be enjoying cyberbullying more than ever. I'm not sure if you've heard about this concept, cyberbullying.
I have.
Yeah, it's horrific, but kids seem to like it.
It seems
But
so lazy. Like you could just do it like sitting on your phone or your computer or whatever, instead of getting out there and doing the actual bullying work.
no, bullies these days are a disgrace. No one wants to go outside and bully on the grass anymore. It's all done on the internet. Before you
That's
know, it's all
that's
going to
what I
be
tell
AI
my
doing.
kids.
Yeah, exactly. Get your ass out there and bully people in real life. Before you know it, they're going to be like me and you. They're going to be leaning on AI for everything. It's be bots bullying bots. That's nonsense.
Yeah.
Um,
Nobody's lunch money's getting taken in that scenario.
exactly. Yeah. You got to go out there and get it. But, on the topic of disruption, Nathan, I don't think social media protection has been invented yet. And I couldn't be bothered to Google that and find out if that was actually true. Um, but have you ever heard of like a social media internet bodyguard at all?
Not at all. I think
See,
this might be our niche right here.
yeah. Social media, yeah, it hasn't been invented. This could be an entirely new category. We're blazing the trail. Um, I think helicopter moms would totally fall for this racket, or dads. I don't mean to pigeonhole moms. I should have said helicopter parents. I apologize. Please don't cancel me. I
I have so
actually
little
can't.
to cancel.
I know. Actually, it'd kind of be thrilling if I were to be canceled because that would mean I was someone of import. Alas, here we are.
Maybe that's how you
Um,
and I finally become enemies.
exactly. Is when I become of import and I'm canceled by
Yeah.
helicopter moms.
Because we're only friends until enemies. So
That's true. Yeah. Finally, when I'm canceled, we can finally fulfill our destiny. Yeah, this is money in the bank right there. And then this could be a really good opportunity for you and I both to make a child bully cry. That's something I've always wanted to do.
so this is like reverse bullying of the cyber bullies.
Potentially. I mean, I don't know. I haven't fully thought it through yet. This is the logical conclusion. I have to imagine at some point the child bully would cry, especially if it was like a scared straight type program where, we sit on chairs backwards and, you know,
Yeah.
shout. Is there a phrase for that when you turn the chair around and sit it in the cool way like that? Like, is, is that a move?
Uh, yeah, I don't know what it'd be called, but that's definitely it's a vibe, man.
Yeah. It's a youth pastor thing, I feel
Yeah.
like.
That's when you got
So
to
yeah,
get down and rap with the kids. Because I get it. I'm just like you, small children.
I like bullying. Sure, why not? We all do. Yeah. So these are the three things I came up with: new sport, life coaches, social media bodyguards, or some other fourth thing that I couldn't be bothered to brainstorm yet. Um, I'm feeling kind of good either about new sport or being a bodyguard. Life coach seems pretty saturated. Um, I don't know though. What do you think?
There's a lot of life coaches out there. I don't know if I want to have to bare knuckle box all the other life coaches for the right to enter the profession. So
Yeah, good point. Yeah, that would be really cool. Like, have you heard of this craze of influencer boxing?
no.
So apparently, like, if you're like a YouTube celebrity, like they have these things called creator clashes where they'll like train you for like 3 months to how to fight, and you'll go and fight some other YouTuber out there and give each other permanent brain damage. It's horrific. But I have to imagine that maybe life coach is something similar where there can be only one, and so they're fighting for life coach dominance. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So you and I are not going to be doing any kind of creator clashes because that's beneath even us, Nathan.
Yeah. That sounds like a whole thing.
Exactly. Yeah. We don't want to get in any kind of epic battles, regardless of how epic they promise to be.
Unless they're epic rap battles.
Oh, we should do that. Epic life coach rap battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just start emailing Dr. Phil and be like, come on, Phil.
Phil, let's squash the beef through rap. I bet Dr. Phil's got some sick bars. I was hoping I would live the rest of my life without ever having to utter the phrase sick bars, yet here we are.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you.
It's all right. I had a good run. Um, yeah, you want to make an offensive sport?
I do kind of like the bodyguard idea because it is such a groundbreaking and innovative new idea.
Yeah.
The ground floor, if you will.
Yeah. There's a need for it. There's
Yeah.
definitely a need for it. People want to send their kids to school safe. Can you imagine if they like had the Nathan and Landon seal of social media protection approval? They could strut through those calls with the utmost confidence.
And then the flim flam side would be we also have a school for cyberbullying where we teach bullies how to more effectively bully via the internet.
Exactly. Oh my goodness.
We play
That's
both
the
sides of it. So we always come out on top.
oh my goodness. That'd be great. So like there could even be ads for like, are your cyberbullying techniques not as effective as they used to be? Don't worry. Come to our bullying college. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's brilliant. Oh, it could be a full circle, snake eating itself, et cetera, et cetera. Oh my lord.
Just throwing off money at every turn.
Exactly.
Limp money.
Exactly. Soon, those two burly men right there are gonna have a great big blimp in the background, and Dan Penny is gonna be so sad or happy because he just sold his blimp. You know what they say? There's the two happiest days of blimp ownership is the day you buy your blimp and the day you sell your blimp.
You know what they say? A blimp in the hand is worth two in the bush.
Exactly.
I don't know what that means.
Me either. You know what they say about blimp? You never blimp, otherwise it makes a blimp out of me and you. No, that doesn't work either. I need to work harder on my turns of phrase. Oh wait, hang on. My sound went out.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I got you now. There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
No, I just said once you go blimp, you never go back.
Once you go blimp, you never go back. I do like that. Once you go blimp, you never go fixed wing aircraft again.
Yeah.
All right. Let's make a social media bodyguard business, Nathan. I feel like this is going to be fertile terrain for us. I'm going to go out, do some market research, which I'll send to you in advance. That might inform the direction of our business. And then we'll go from there. I think this is great.
Yeah.
Thank you
Prepare
for
yourselves, helicopter mothers and fathers, or grandfathers, or
yeah.
grandmothers, or etc.
Yeah. Prepare your pocketbooks, deadbeat dads of bullies everywhere.
Yeah.
You're about to send your kid back to bully school. We're going to thwart them at every turn. Their only option is going to be to give us money.
I got some big ideas on how to stop and encourage bullies. So
I feel like this is like the Oppenheimer moment of inventing the nuclear bomb. We're going to unleash the most devastating bullying tactics that only you and I can contain.
yeah.
This is going to be a bullying arms race. My God. Now I have become death, destroyer of self-esteem.
Watch out, middle schoolers. You're all on our radar for various reasons.
Yeah. Everybody out there, whenever you see our proposal, be prepared. If you don't bring glasses, put them on for the next week's episode because you're going to do one of these. My God.
Everyone put on a pair of socks for next week so they'll be adequately blown off.
Yes. Everyone wear a monocle so it can fall from your face at how shocking our bullying ideas are.
I lost so many monocles that way.
I got a big drawer upstairs that's just full of monocles. That's how often I'm surprised. They just fall and shatter. Damn it. Wish there was some way I could
surprised by things.
Wish there was some way I could strap this to my face and that I could have it over both of my eyes.
It is inconvenient to keep switching it back and forth.
We want to inspect things closer. Let's try with the old left eye. Yeah.
How can I see this in 3 dimensions?
I really want to believe there was a time when only monocle technology existed. And at some point there was some guy just walking around with 2 monocles and he was thinking to himself, God, I wish there was some kind of solution to this.
There's got to be a better way.
I'm having to squint constantly to hold my 2 monocles in place all the time. This is just absurd.
Yeah.
Tying around his head with string. Yeah. So this has been Monocle Chat with Nathan and Landon. Smash that dislike button. And
Send us all your monocle questions down below.
to opt into Monocle Facts, send us an email at nathanandlandontalkmonocles.biz. Oh, good Lord. Well, Nathan, thank you as always for joining me today on this adventure. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you for your brilliant ideas once again.
These are probably the worst ones I've ever had, but it's okay. I was a little tired.
And we're changing the world here, one cyberbully at a time.
Exactly. So get ready, bullies and people being bullied. Things are about to get better and worse all at the same time.
It's going to get more intense no matter what happens.
Yeah. So tune in next week when we find out how we're going to ruin all of your lives. And stay sexy, America. Wait, what? Yeah, do that. All right. Bye, everybody.